Do Mondays feel heavier than they should? See if this resonates with you. The alarm goes off, you wake up tired, you feel like everything's already behind, you're trying to catch up before the week even begins. And after you get up, you feel like, oh, I have so many things to do, I didn't do this, I have to do this, and you feel like everything's falling apart. And then finally, after you get out of the bed, you get dressed, you get onto the road, you feel like everyone is annoying you, everyone on the road is slow, right? And then you arrive at work already annoyed, already drained, almost dragging yourself, and you're wondering what is going on. This is, I guess, the same for people from working from home as well. How to drag yourself to your desk or your place. You feel like you're already so tired, you've not even started work, right? Because this is literally how most Mondays feel for many. If this sounds familiar, this episode is for you. Because most people think Monday stress comes from work, but very often it actually already starts on the weekend because of the irregular sleep, because of the overeating, because of no structure. And then Monday comes and your body feels like it is in a completely different time zone, almost like a jet lag. Because in a way, it actually is. Because scientifically, it truly is on another clock. So let me guide you with 4 things that you can do, right, to hopefully reduce this, to hopefully make you feel better on Monday. So number 1, keep your wake up time consistent. So even on weekends, try to wake up at a similar time. There's actually science behind this. Like I said before, your body runs on a circadian rhythm, right? That is your internal clock. So when you suddenly change your sleeping time, your body experiences something very similar to jet lag. So that's why Mondays feel so hard, right? So consistency here equals easier mornings, right? Number 2, be mindful with your weekend food. I'm not saying not to enjoy your weekend, right? But balance it. Because heavy processed sugary foods can leave you feeling tired, dehydrated, foggy. Even I've noticed this. If I don't manage it, my cravings stay activated for days. I really struggle Monday, Tuesday if I don't look after what I eat during the weekend. Sometimes with regard to events, so what I do is I actually have a proper meal before going out, and then when I go to the event I eat less, or sometimes I just eat juice, or I'm very, very careful with the meal I eat. I always check my hydration, especially during the weekend, because we are doing chaotic things, we're running around, right, different routines, so we forget to catch up on our hydration. So I'm very careful with that. This is actually not restriction, it's just awareness. It's just basically going according to how our body is supposed to function. Because if we don't, then on Monday we pay the price, right? So number 3, move your body even a little over the weekend. I know weekends can be like, oh, you have to do this, you have to meet that one, right? But so try to include some movement. And on Monday, start your day with something simple, maybe 5 to 10 minutes of yoga, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, but you need to do something on Monday morning as well. So get up 5-10 minutes earlier, get to the mat. And also during the weekend, do some sort of movement, right? Even if you want to make it like a social thing, you can grab your friends and say, okay, let's, instead of going out, let's go for a run and then catch up, right? That's another thing. Because it doesn't have to be perfect, right? You just have to do some sort of support system, and your body will thank you for it. Because movement resets your energy, your focus, your mood. And you'll see, try this and you'll see really different on Monday. Number 4, plan your Monday on Sunday. So this one really helps me a lot. And when I mean plan, I'm not only talking like work-wise, like even the food, the outfits that you might need, have that all sorted on Sunday. So on Monday, you're not acting like, lost your mind and then running around looking for the socks and underwear and everything. Have those things sorted on Sunday. So you're giving a little bit of grace, a little bit of help for your Monday person, for your Monday version, right? So on Sunday, what I do is I plan regarding work, I plan my first half of Monday. So up till about 12:01, I have step by step planned out what tasks I'm doing. Because when I wake up, I don't have to think, I don't have to decide, I just have to follow through. It's like, okay, you do this, then this, then this. So it's like I don't have to think about, there's no drain on my decision making. I just follow through. And something interesting happens when you actually do this, because after a while, right, your body realizes, okay, I know this. I've been here. I have been working, right? And it's kind of softens. It becomes a little easier, and there'll be less resistance, right? And there'll be less procrastination as well. So because generally what happens is Monday feels like a massive shock for all of us, right? You just get up, you're like, boom, okay, this is like a massive thing you need to do. So then what happens is your nervous system is also really stimulated, right? Overstimulated. So when you do these 4 things, right, just try. They're super simple. It can feel almost like a continuation. It's not like a new segment that you have to get ready and there's like a new thing happening. It's like a continuation. So if you support your body through the weekend, there won't be a massive shock on your body and yourself on Monday. So I know when I discuss these tips, people always say, oh, it's too much, right? It's like, oh, how can I do this, right? So what I always say is, anyone who knows me well, I always say, okay, let's jump into a little journaling, right? So first of all, the first challenge is just write down, how have I been feeling on Mondays? Just write that out. Write physically, how have you been doing? Mentally, how has it been going for you for Mondays, right? Then number 2, would I like to feel different without always catching up? Would I like to feel different in my body and mind? That's number 2. Now, after you write answers to those 2, just sit with that. See what is going on. Not what's in your head, but what's going on really. Once you just sit with that, you realize, okay, there is something that I can do to change this. This does not have to be a lifelong thing. All my life, I'm not going to struggle on Monday and also hurt my body and maybe hurt your relationships as well. You might be groggy and pre-annoyed, right, on Monday. So once you sit with it, you see these answers, then you yourself know what needs to be done, and your brain also knows, okay, I have a reason, right? And I can change. So you work with your body, and these small changes become a little easier, right? Then like a little resistance, right? So you don't need to completely change your life, right? Just a few small shifts can change your entire week, right? You just need a little more awareness, a little more intention, and suddenly Monday doesn't feel heavy anymore. How amazing would that feel? Just imagine in your mind, you get up on Monday and it feels amazing. It's not a struggle, right? So imagine that is possible, then work backwards and integrate maybe one tip that I said, and then keep adding on the next week. Yeah. So I'm so glad you are here, and I hope you found value in this episode, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.